It's just me today. We really wanted Brad to be here, but I don't know if he's still awake or if he just fell asleep. It is 2 p.m. So he has been up for well over 24 hours trying to get this video completed. He was experiencing a lot of system issues with it crashing. So it was just a nightmare for him last night, and he hasn't slept. So I think it's just a little bit much to ask him to come on here and just start screaming for 3 hours. The album did officially drop today. The album is complete. That is what we wanted to be on the album. So you've got the full experience now with Closer, which we dropped today. If you are on TikTok, you missed the very not safe for work music video that we just played. It's a cover of Closer by 9 Inch Nails with Lauren Babick and Kayla King. And Brad decided to edit the title from his bed. There's a lot of spelling errors on here. Metalcore, he added metalcore version, but he added as 2 words and he added it all stuck together. Hang on. I'm glad you guys finally got to see it. It's been over a year in the making. Brad first came up with the idea a little over a year ago, and we all thought it was great. We didn't want to just kind of like do a subpar version of what we were expecting. So some point last year, Brad came up with the demo. I laid all the vocals, and then we already knew Lauren was going to be a part of it, but we knew we wanted another girl to be on it as well. And so we found Kayla. She's amazing and was an incredible fit. And then moving to Nashville cross country kind of got in the way. So it kind of pushed it back a little bit more. And then finally, we were able to get it done just last month. This album is kind of our first album that isn't almost all originals, but this is gonna be the first one that we actually included covers on it. And the reason for that is honestly, we felt like the covers that are on this album were a part of our story. It fit very well with everything that we were writing. It fit very well with our style and what we were going for at the time. And the covers are not direct covers by any means. They're all very unique to our own personal style. And so that's why we wanted to include them. And we also felt that it fit very thematically with what we were doing with our originals. So we kind of wanted to tie a bow on these originals and collect them all together. And then with the video, we did recreate a couple of scenes, or at least like pay tribute to a couple of scenes. Me tied up in the shower with the handcuffs and the blindfold and everything. And then there's also one scene, which I just think is so iconic from the original 9 Inch Nails video, where I don't know if it is Trent or somebody else, but it's probably him, spinning, like floating, but like spinning. And so we got some strippers to spin around the pole, but look like they're floating. I don't know how to describe it. You've seen the video, but that's also like a tribute to it. So we tried to like slide those shots into where they were in the 9 Inch Nails video as well. I think we just really wanted just a fucking sexy ass song. I think we just didn't want like unapologetically, not like sugar coated, no innuendo, just like straight up. This song is about fucking, and it's awesome. Wanted to make something that's really fun and lighthearted, nothing too serious or any deep kind of meaning. It's just all about sex and beauty and embracing that side of yourself. Oh, there's Brad. Hi, Brad. If we didn't for money, we'd had it out behind, wait. Are you drunk? We'd had put it behind a paywall like OnlyFans. We just did it because we're raunchy ass motherfuckers. Okay, sorry, I was translating his delirium there. Yeah, I saw like, thankfully it's only like 1 comment so far, but usually that's how it goes. The nice comments start first and then the hate comments in later. But the obvious one is like, oh, they're just doing it for the views. We aren't doing it for the views. We wanted to genuinely make this. It's just something that we were passionate about. Are views awesome? Fuck yeah, I like views. It's good for our business. It's good for bringing new eyes to our band. But it's something that we just genuinely wanted to do. Are you less stressed about this upcoming tour than previous ones? Nope. Nope. No, I think this one is stressful because we decided to put out an album 2 weeks before doing it. And we also decided on it super quick. Like the other tours, I think we knew like 6 months in advance that it was gonna be happening. So lots of time to like mentally prep. We still were definitely very stressed on trying to get things done. But this time around, it's kind of just like all happened so fast. We decided maybe 8 weeks ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, we were like, okay, we're going to take this tour. We're We're going to finish the album. We're going to film 2 music videos. Kayla and Lauren are going to fly out. Like, we planned all of this in like a span of a few days. Like, it went from nothing's happening, we just moved cross country, it's fine, we're just trying to get our lives together, to, okay, we're going on tour, we're releasing an album, we're having these people fly out, we're gonna, like, it's just absolute madness. Why we chose to do this after moving cross country, I do not know. I can never have the answer for you. Probably because we're sick in the head. That's not an exaggeration. We have issues that we need to work through. The stream is not as fun without Brad. As long as his tangents may go, sometimes it's just not the same. You and Brad give faith to humanity because how much you love each other. I love that. It's good to get comments like that every once in a while, because I think, you know, me and Brad don't take ourselves very seriously. We have a very lighthearted relationship, especially on the internet. It's very comedy-based. But I do love seeing, you know, the people that are able to recognize kind of what we have and how special it is, because it's definitely something where it's beyond whatever love is. We're just family at this point. Like, obviously, I still have all those feelings for him, but it's so much more than that. It's just like we're just in it forever. You know what I mean? It is like an actual, I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with him.
Okay, real quick.
Nice pause.
Addie is known for almost breaking glass. She can sing so high.
Oh, that's cute.
Mariah Carey calls her up and says, girl, that's my place. But that's not my favorite thing she does.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. My favorite way that she sings is how she did that verse.
Aw.
It's textural,
Thanks.
it's seductive, it's vulnerable, it's intimate, it's a very textured, beautiful, alluring tone.
Thanks. I like
And
it
she
too.
doesn't get enough credit for that. Also, people not giving enough credit, Brad. Brad can sing too. Brad is not just a 7-trick pony.
He does 50
The reason why I say
of
7-trick pony is because, I mean, come on, the guy plays almost every instrument except for Joe's drums. And
Actually, he did do drums for this.
he writes, he composes, he does a lot of arrangement. This guy, when he's on stage in a live show, is running the backing tracks. He's running the setup. I don't know how he does it all.
Me either. I honestly don't.
It's a lot, okay? If you go to a Twitch stream from Halocene, it's always fun.
You're at one now.
You have Brad and Addie. Addie's laughing and joking and being super funny with all the people in chat and everything else. Brad, it has a computer, his guitar, and this dude is like, he looks like the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, just pulling levers. He never stops.
Okay, I will object here. I will object. The stream is mine, okay? I have 3 keyboards in front of me. I have 4 screens, 5 windows with multiple frames inside of them. The amount of I'm pulling sound effects, I'm changing camera scenes, I'm doing adding effects and scream and shit and mixing and fucking pulling up songs and lyrics and chords for Brad. So no, I get that one.
They're not just great musicians and great singers and performers. They're amazing parents. They're amazing people and great friends to everybody they meet.
So nice.
All right, now that she's about to make out with a snake.
I would have
you thought I was going to be serious for that long and not crack a joke?
I would have done it.
Really?
I was looking for rhymes to it or something, and I came across the word Maleficent, and I was like, wow, that's even cooler. And what if Maleficent and Magnificent are actually just the same thing? I think with the way that I dress, the content that I tend to put out, maybe just being female, my sexuality, things that I might be judged for can be perceived as sin, can be perceived as wrong, evil, dark, those kinds of things. You can be perceived that way by so many people. And they kind of try to shame you into feeling that way, right? They try to shame you into feeling as if those things about you are to be, shoved aside, or don't talk about that, or you know what I mean? That kind of thing. I kind of just said well, what if you just embrace that? What if you're just like, fuck you, then I'm evil, whatever. And I think that's kind of what's happened to me is that the more I have become myself, the more confident I've become, the more I've expressed myself, whether it be with my body, with my lyrically, just in general, like being a person. And the more backlash I got, the more I just wanted to do it because I was like, I got this backlash of almost like you're selling out or you're doing it for the views or you're doing it like also this narrative with Closer. And it just made me be like, you're missing the point. You're missing that I'm more happy that doing this and actually expressing myself than not. That like, it's my own body. I want to show it if I want to. Like it's not for you. It is for me. And the fact that you can't see that is your problem, not mine. That's what Maleficent is actually about. For me, anyways, I think it could definitely be about a lot of things. It could be about a dark relationship. It could be about, just sexy time in general. It could be about drugs. Fuck, I don't know. But yeah, for me, it's about finding self-confidence and kind of embracing who you are. And, if people perceive that as being evil, then I'm a fucking evil bitch. Slap me evil. Let's go. That's what I am.
Don't you guys got something more interesting to do?
Stop, don't tell people to go away. We need them.
Look at these losers.
What are you doing? Are you fucking, what's wrong with you? What are you, deranged in the head?
Like, what are they doing here? We're so boring.
Halocene.com for all your Halocene related needs.